jealous by me, yeah. They criticize me and they call me nasty dread. They said that dreads do dreadful things. I'm an anointed child of the King. I took the vow of the Nazarite, and my Babylon try give me a vibe. But they're not gonna tear me down, cause me proud of me crown. When they see me on the street, they with the man them start to frown. Yes, a naughty dreadlocks take over. Yes, a naughty dreadlocks take over. So yes, a naughty dreadlocks take over. Yes, a naughty dreadlocks take over. Please the Babylon to move over. Babylon move over. Cause yes, a naughty dreadlocks take over. Yes, a naughty dreadlocks take over. Stand up like a lion in a this Iowa. Proud of me roots and me say proud of me culture. This a naughty dreadlock and afraid and no vulture. Love me now me heart, we walk with pride just like a soldier. To Jaja I'm loyal and forever royal. So we plant the seeds way deep down in the soil. Son I'm naughty dread, the shine can never ever spoil. Chop along the wicked, watch some blood that's not a boil. Anytime, anywhere, I will always flash my crown up in the air. Cause that's the lion's pride, and I feel it deep inside my heart. Can you see what I mean? I will always and forever jump the ice cold and green. Following the order, always living pure and clean. Pick up all the kings and queens, taking over the scene soon. Yes, a naughty dreadlocks take over. Dreadlocks take over. So yes, a naughty dreadlocks take over. Yes, a naughty dreadlocks take over. Please the Babylon to move over. Babylon, yeah. Cause yes, a naughty dreadlocks take over. Yes, a naughty dreadlocks take over. When I was a boy, they used to say that I'm about to nothing. Ay, but now I'm a man. They are starting to see that I am something. Look out, look out, look out. Say nothing taking over. Look out, look out, look out. Say nothing taking over. Look out, look out, look out. Say nothing taking over. Look out, look out, look out. Say nothing will take over. Hey. Mama, let me tell you. Say, mama, let me tell you. Kawa. Please the Babylon to move